You are watching your child compete. The official makes a questionable call that goes against your son or daughter's team. The parent of another player on the team is upset by the call and begins to yell at the official.
There we go.
What, if anything, do you do? Take a second to write some of your ideas. Here are a few ideas from other parents. I'd respectfully remind the parent that yelling at the official is counter to what we're trying to teach our children about respecting officials and honoring the game. If the behavior is particularly abusive and I feel uncomfortable or unsafe approaching the parent, I alert the coach so they can intervene. After the game, I try to always thank the official for their hard work and commitment. I might even apologize for the behavior of my fellow parent. Although there is no perfect way to address such a situation, Positive Coaching Alliance believes that creating a team culture that honors the game is paramount. This means that other parents need to be reminded that behavior that disrespects officials does not honor the game. Positive Coaching Alliance believes it's the responsibility of every parent to support a team culture in which honoring the game is paramount. PCA defines culture as the way we do things here. The concept of honoring the game describes the behavior we want to model. We say that honoring the game gets to the roots of positive play. Roots stands for rules, opponents, officials, teammates, and self. The roots of positive play starts with rules. Second goal parents want their children to win the game the way it is supposed to be played. Think about this. If your child wins by ignoring or violating the rules, of what value is that victory? Instead, refuse to bend the rules to win. Teach your child to respect the rules, even when it's possible to cheat without getting caught. Also, discourage your child from trying to get away with illegal behavior when officials are not looking. In addition, it is valuable for parents to honor the letter and the spirit of the rules. Your child will always face ambiguities that the rules simply don't specifically address. Encourage your child to think about the spirit of the rule before looking for ways to get around the exact wording of a rule. The roots of positive play continue with opponents. A worthy opponent challenges your child to do his best, and we should see this as a gift. Competitors should take a fierce and friendly approach. Fierce competition when the game is on, and friendly relations when time is out. Fierce means that your child plays as hard as he can within the rules. If your child accidentally knocks someone down going for the ball, he should grab the loose ball and try to score. Friendly means that when the play is over, he helps his opponent up. The second O in roots is for officials. Honoring the game means you respect the officials even when you disagree. What can you do then as a second goal parent when you disagree with an official? First, remember that nobody is perfect. Officials are like players, coaches, and parents. They are not perfect, and they make mistakes. However, there is no excuse for treating officials with disrespect when you don't like a call. Officials are often volunteers, and without them, athletes wouldn't be able to compete. Second, set a good example. Show respect for the officials and encourage other parents to honor the game too. If another parent is berating an official, let them know that you too are frustrated by some of the calls, but you're working hard to stay calm and set a positive example on the sideline. The T in roots stands for teammates. To truly honor the game, coaches, athletes, and even fans must make a commitment to respect all team members. Consider how your behavior on or off the field impacts your team and your team's reputation. Encourage your child to make a personal commitment to respect their teammates by giving their best effort in practices and games, and to behave honorably in a way that their family, teammates, and community would be proud of. The roots of positive play also depend on respect for self. This means honoring the game even when others do not, according to your own personal standards, and to demonstrate your respect for yourself. It can be tough to honor the game when your opponents do not. but we need coaches, players, parents, and fans to honor the game no matter what the other team or its fans are doing. Honor the game by living up to your own personal standards. Tell your child, don't honor the game just because it's important to me. Honor the game because it's important to you. As a second goal parent, you demonstrate your respect for yourself and your child by never doing anything to dishonor the game. Ask yourself, would you rather see your child's team lose by honoring the game or win by dishonoring the game? Positive Coaching Alliance believes it's the responsibility of every parent to support a team culture in which honoring the game is paramount. PCA's 5 tools to help you and your child honor the game are Seizable, Teachable Moments. Game Day Tips. Be a culture keeper. Honor the game with your child. Keep a cool head. A second goal parent can turn any event, positive or negative, into a teachable moment. It can be valuable to look for opportunities to reinforce principles of honoring the game. And when an incident occurs, encourage your child to talk about it. Remember, if you remain silent when something happens that doesn't honor the game, your child may think you condone the behavior. A second goal parent looks for any opportunity to reinforce the principles of honoring the game, whether in the child's experience or in the world of professional sports. When an incident occurs, encourage your child to talk about it before you offer your opinion. If children come to the conclusion that something is or isn't honoring the game and put it into their own words, they are more likely to remember what they have learned. Let's discuss ways you can honor the game on game day. Before the game, tell your child you are proud of them, regardless of how well they play. Remind them to play hard, have fun, and know that it's normal to be nervous. You can also make a commitment to yourself to honor the game no matter what others do. During the game, let the coaches coach and avoid giving your child or other players advice during the game. Fill your child's and teammates' emotional tanks. Cheer good plays by both teams and mention good calls by the officials to others. If the official makes a bad call against your child's team, honor the game and be silent. If another spectator on the team begins to berate the official, remind them nicely to honor the game. Remember that you're all there to have fun and enjoy the day. After the game, thank the coaches for their effort and the officials for doing a difficult job. Let your child tell you about the game and avoid giving your post-game analysis unless they ask you for it. Ask open-ended questions. What was the most or least enjoyable part of the game? What did you learn from the game? And finally, tell your child again that you are proud of them, especially if the game did not go well. Review the guide that follows for a summary of game day tips to help you honor the game. Ref, wake up! How could you miss that call? What were you thinking, coach? What a stupid play. A positive youth sports culture involves not only coaches and athletes, but also parents and fans. That's where you come in. Many coaches and organizations appoint official culture keepers to help reinforce honoring the game as a paramount value in their organization and team. However, any parent can serve as an unofficial culture keeper. What's the role of the culture keeper? A culture keeper helps shape the culture of a youth sports team or organization. Culture is simply the way we do things here. The bedrock of a positive youth sports culture is honoring the game. What does a culture keeper do? They get to know other parents on the team and spread the word about honoring the game to parents and fans on the sidelines. The culture keeper consistently honors the officials and opponents in his or her own actions, no matter what. You can view a full description of the Culture Keeper role after this video. The next tool we'll talk about is a physical gesture that parents can use to remind each other to honor the game. Most people can talk a good game regarding sportsmanship, but in the heat of the moment, many people lose their cool. Parents can use a physical gesture to remind each other to honor the game. Simply pat the top of your hat or head with a palm to indicate, keep a cool head. As with the mistake ritual, keep a cool head is a gesture that reminds us of what attitude we should bring to the game. For example, Sue was at a game when the coach benched the star player. The kids' parents started to get really upset. But then the team's culture keeper stood up and patted his head. The other parents took the hint and began to calm down. The coach should teach you about this gesture at your parent meeting and then use it to calm people down whenever needed. If any new players join the team mid-year, teach the new parents this signal so they can keep their cool too. The culture keeper should have this tool ready to put into action whenever it's needed.